Just remain in the center, watching, and then forget that you are there. To shine your brightest light is to be who you truly are. Ultimate excellence lies not in winning every battle, but in defeating the enemy without ever fighting. Wisdom comes not from age, but from education and learning. It's important in life. If you don't give a shit, it can help you a lot. If you don't build your own dream, someone will hire you to build theirs. I never trust frank and simple people whose stories hold together. But the truth doesn't need to be known or believed to be true. If you dare nothing, then when the day is over, nothing is all you will have gained. He who is not satisfied with a little is satisfied with nothing. Whether we fall by ambition, blood, or lust, like diamonds, we are cut with our own dust. Celebrate true friends. They are a part of you that always sparkles. Either you want change or you want comfort, but you can't have both. If a man takes no thought about what is distant, he will find sorrow near at hand. If you can't enjoy what you have, you can't enjoy more of it. The most dangerous of all falsehoods is a slightly distorted truth. In the haunted house of life, art is the only stair that doesn't creak. Stand in the divine rain, and seeds of wisdom will grow in your soul. I is for integrity. Be honest with yourself and others. Be grateful for what you already have while you pursue your goals. Talent is helpful in writing, but guts are absolutely essential. Shoot for the moon. Even if you miss, you'll land among the stars. The man who has forgotten self may be said to have entered heaven. You are not the opinion of someone who doesn't know you. If the world is against the truth, then I am against the world. Be mindful, be grateful, be positive, be true, be kind. Someone else's progress doesn't make yours any less. The secret to creativity is knowing how to hide your sources. I always felt like you had to be important to have enemies. In order to be yourself, you must first know who you are. Silence is nice to have if you wanted it, but maddening if you didn't. You need mountains. Long staircases don't make good hikers. There is no greater agony than bearing an untold story inside you. There's more to life than simply increasing its speed. I'd rather be an optimist and a fool than a pessimist, and right. It was easier to ask for forgiveness than it was to get permission. Dream your own dreams. Achieve your own goals. Your journey is your own and unique. When you treat your failures as lessons, you can never fail. Great results can be achieved with small forces. The gods are fond of the cryptic and dislike the evident. Better a diamond with a flaw than a pebble without. In warfare, there are no constant conditions. He who can modify his tactics in relation to his opponent will succeed and win. Do it now. Sometimes later becomes never. Man doesn't know what he is capable of until he is asked. It takes more effort to avoid the truth than it does to face it. I don't think there's anything wrong with telling the truth. I know it isn't fashionable. Don't depend too much on anyone in this world, because even your own shadow leaves you when you are in darkness. To realize that you do not understand is a virtue. Not to realize that you do not understand is a defect. The only way you can know where the line is if you cross it. We are willing to believe anything other than the truth. I could die for you, but I couldn't and wouldn't live for you. If you think you have enough knowledge, you are still ignorant. Always be a learner. Don't react. Cut them off silently. The elegance under pressure is the result of fearlessness. Forgiveness is divine, but never pay full price for late pizza. Never say that I have taken it, only that I have given it back. Music in the soul can be heard by the universe. Any fool can know. The point is to understand. You never fail until you stop trying. Success is the progressive realization of a worthy ideal. Sometimes it takes a good fool to really know where you stand. They don't actually want you to do your own thing, not unless it's their thing too. Cherish that which is in you, and shut out that which is without, for much knowledge is a curse. Of all those in the army close to the commander, none is more intimate than the secret agent. Travel light, live light, spread the light, be the light. Difficulties strengthen the mind as labor does the body. Slowing down was how we remembered what we never wanted to forget. Stop being okay with everything. It does not matter how slowly you go, so long as you do not stop. You will find the key to success under the alarm clock. Never say anything about yourself you don't want to come true. My only advice is to stay aware, listen carefully, and yell for help if you need it. Law is made by the winner to preserve victory over the loser. Receive with simplicity everything that happens to you. What is of supreme importance in war is to attack the enemy's strategy. A star is not honored for its size, but for its light. Verily, God does not reward man for what he does, but for what he is. When we fail, our pride supports us, and when we succeed, it betrays us. You often meet your fate on the road you take to avoid it. We cannot change the cards we are dealt, just how we play the hand. Earth's crammed with heaven, but only he who sees takes off his shoes. Having the life of your dreams is simple. Make conscious choices. The hardest thing of all is to find a black cat in a dark room, especially if there is no cat. For them to perceive the advantage of defeating the enemy, they must also have their rewards. Common sense is the collection of prejudices acquired by age 18. Karma is given, not to those who ask, but to those who ask of nothing. There is no truth, Stephanie said mistressly, only perspectives. People who fit don't seek. The seekers are those that don't fit. If you want your children to be intelligent, read them fairy tales. If you want them to be more intelligent, read them more fairy tales. No one dies of fatal truths nowadays. There are too many antidotes. No one is useless in this world who lightens the burdens of others. Where the army is, prices are high. When prices rise, the wealth of the people is exhausted. Don't worry about the negative people may say about you. learn from it, and move on. If you make a mistake and do not correct it, this is called a mistake. I don't think of all the misery, but of the beauty that still remains. Those who win never give up. Those who give up never win. The search for truth is more precious than its possession. It takes greater faith to dance in the dark than to rest in light. Some men never die, and some men never live, but we're all alive tonight. The way to get started is to quit talking and begin doing.